What's up, guys? Tommy Muchler here, your lazy agent, and today we're doing a full review of the Chime CRM. Now, I've been using Chime for just over 3 years now, and I am excited to share it with you. Now, there's been a lot of changes, there's been a lot of updates. You may have seen some of my old videos on Chime, and there is a lot of new goodies here. You're absolutely going to love it. So we're going to dive deep into it. We're going to talk about everything. Everything will be timestamped so you can jump around the video if you want to, or you can just listen to the whole thing. There is a lot here. And after recording this video, I do want to know I did miss a bunch. There's still a ton about Chime that you don't know about. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them down below. I try to answer all your questions. Chime does a lot, so I will do my best to answer it to the best of my ability. With that said, I also do have some discount codes, 2 of them actually. Down below. So if you want to learn more about those, check out those discount codes. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, so normally I have my face right here on the left side, but apparently my software is broken, so you're not going to get to see my beautiful face. That's okay though, because we're going to still be talking about the Chime CRM. You're not really here to see my ugly face anyway. We're here to talk about Chime. So first up, we have the dashboard. So when you log into Chime, you are going to have your dashboard, and let's be real, this is pretty pointless. You're going to spend absolutely zero time here. Yeah, there's some cool information. It tells you how many leads you got today, how many opportunities you have. Now, Chime is a smart CRM, so it categorizes a lot of leads and gives them a lead score. So any lead that Chime thinks you need to follow up with, it's going to tell you right off the bat. We got some tasks. So we got, 3 tasks we got to get to today. And then if you set business goals, I used to do this. I just have not done it this year because I'm lazy. I'm the lazy agent. Like, what do you expect from me? Okay, I'm not going to do that stuff. And then we have today's hot listings. So, it runs a CRM integrates with the MLS. So you have it full MLS integration. So you can see a hot list. And there's a lot of really cool tools built in with this that I'm going to show you how you can use like prospect or re-engage leads a little bit later. Then we have smart listings. So you can see like all your listings that you have, different ways you can manage these, market these, create different ad campaigns, social media posts, automated social media posts, text codes, open house forms, a ton of stuff. And then of course, if you have a team, you're a team leader like me, you can do like announcements to your team, and then there's just some other stuff that's going on here. Now, first up, before we get into some of the advanced automation, I got to show you the contacts page and how Chime kind of works from a foundational standpoint. So we're going to dive into some deep automation and why Chime is so powerful. But first, I want to kind of explain the leads form page so I could show you kind of how it works. Now, right here, I have all my leads. So you can see everything, and then there's multiple pages, page 1, 2, 3, 4, figure out how many people you want to show per page. And you can edit what information you want to show. Now I got the name is blurred out, but you can organize these however you want. Up here, we have something called a pipeline. Now Chime runs off of a pipeline system. And what that means is all your leads have to live somewhere within this pipeline. So we have our new leads pipeline. We have our cold leads. It takes a second to load sometimes. We have our warm leads, our hot leads, our appointment sets. So everything we have regarding a set appointment. We have our active clients, everyone that we're currently actively working with. Those are my hottest hot leads. They all have signed buyer agency agreements. And then I have all my leads that are under contract right now. And then I got my close sphere, and I got a few more after that. These are fully editable. You can change these however you want. And the purpose of these is to move the leads down this pipeline. So you have your new leads, you kind of move them to where they're hotter, and then you set an appointment with them, and then they become active, and you under contract, and you close them. I do have a couple more options back over here. My do not contact, unqualified, anyone I referred out, other. You can customize them however you want. This is how I set it up. When you first get Chime, it's going to set it up a little bit differently than me. You can edit everything except new leads and closed leads. These are the 2 fields that you cannot edit, and that's okay because you're going to need them. And then, like I said, a lead has to live somewhere. So a lead cannot live in 2 places at once. Now we have groups over here on the left side. Leads can live in multiple groups. So you can have lots of different groups. And again, you can make them however you want. And a lead can live in multiple groups. So you can have a local home buyer who's also in your top 50. And there may be also an investor, and maybe, they're, I don't know, or whatever. You can build these out however you want to organize your leads. I have a bunch of my leads organized in different ways. You can literally do whatever you want. And then of course you have a million search features. You can search and organize and filter out your leads however you want. It's a lot. Literally anything you can think of, you have all the search features. And this is really important to know. Like, you really got to know the groups, like understand how the groups work and understand how the pipeline section works for some more of our advanced automation. Now, we do have some other features here, like partial leads, where if like, say like your website captures just like the home address of someone, but like it doesn't like give them the additional information, or maybe like you were door knocking, like they have a cool door knocking app where if you like door knock on a door and you just have the address. A partial lead is where you can do a skip tracing where you can pay Chime. It's like 30 cents, I think. Yeah, it's like 30 cents. And they'll find you the lead's contact information. So pretty cool way if you just get like partial leads, or like you're door knocking and you want to get their address, or not their address, but they're like their email, their phone number, and you'll get like both spouses too. Really cool feature. And then of course you can delete leads, and then you ever add your leads tool. Some pretty, it's not too fancy. There's a lot here. You got a lot of different things here, but I'm sure you can figure it out. That said, let's go to a test lead real quick to kind of just look at the lead page. Now, this is just a test lead, Google, so please do not delete this video like you've been deleting all the other videos I've made. This is kind of what a lead form page looks like. Now, I got a million tags here. So like ignore some of these because you normally aren't going to have this many tags. It looks a little crazy. But first up, right on here on the bat, you have lead's name, if they are a buyer or seller. So we're indicated by a B that we are a buyer. Now, if it's a seller, you can also do buyer seller. You could do renter. You could do other. You got a few different options here. Of course, we can call a lead. And if a lead has more than one phone number or a few phone numbers, you can select which one you want to call. Same thing with text messaging. And then email, if you were to email people, it's going to have multiple email options. And then if you want to email multiple people, like say they have like family members, because of course we have family members right here, and you can see all the family member details. And if they have an email, it'll include them or CC them. Of course, you can unsubscribe them. They can also receive like different automations, things like that. You can have like birthdays, anniversaries, social media stuff. You have their insights, their dynamic lead score. So like you can analyze and see like what their lead score is. Now this is a dummy lead, so of course it's gonna be really, really high, but you can create some pretty advanced automation off this. And then you could see like their website activity, and then you could see like what their communication is, like call connect rate, their email open rate, their email reply rate. Some really cool information. I don't use a ton of that. Of course, you have their properties, a lot of their search criteria. Now Chime automatically adds this info either based off their behavior. So the blue is like their behavior suggests they're like interested in certain things, and then like the gray is things they either added themselves or you added. They're like sending them different listings. And then of course you have like assigned information. So like I have a lender assigned to them, and I have the AI assistant that helps. And you can also have like a regular office assistant. And then you can change like realtors. So if you have multiple realtors as a team leader, you could choose who you want to go for. And then of course we have our timeline. Now you can see all activity, and this shows you basically everything the lead's done. It could show you like the searches they've made. So they've made like searches here. You could see like all the texts, all the notes. Like here's all the notes. Either the systems add notes, or you can add your own notes. The AI will also add some notes like, hey, they requested a consultation at 4 p.m. on Thursday. Like, yes, the AI will also schedule like phone calls and appointments for you. It's really freaking cool. We'll talk about the AI later. It can record phone calls. So if you want to hear the phone calls, you can see all the emails. You can open up like the emails and like see what they are. Like here's like a home value report email. You want to send them like automated home value reports. There's a lot of cool stuff here. And then of course you have over here on the right side, we have the appointment section. You can send them calendar appointments, which is pretty cool. You can do like text reminders and stuff. And yes, this will sync with their calendar, so they can get alerts and be reminded of like, hey, you have a showing appointment, you have a home buyer consultation appointment. Like this is a pretty cool tool. I really like this. Of course, you have your tasks. So these are tasks you can either add manually. You can create tasks manually here, or of course, you can use some like advanced automation like smart plans for like some like checklists, and just have checklists automatically apply. A lot of really cool tools. Of course, if we go back up here to under their name, you're going to notice that we have our pipeline section and our group section. Now, again, you can move leads from wherever you want inside of a pipeline. So like maybe after an appointment, you want to move them to their active clients. Or maybe after your appointment, you got them under contract, so you want to, add them to under contract. Like you can edit things right here. Same thing with groups. You can add them to multiple groups. And then up here, you got these three little dots, kind of deceiving. You have a ton of options here. You can send out a video message, like a video text. You can send them mailers, you can send them postcards or letters like through Chime. Like Chime will send them postcards. You can add property alerts, home reports, market snapshots. Yes, these are two different things. Apply smart plans. You're going to want to check out this feature. This feature is really freaking cool. This is kind of the bread and butter on how I automate it. I'll show you how it works. Send welcome emails, like with like their login, password type stuff. You can add appointments, add tasks, add documents, or you can upload like their file documents here. If you can create CMA reports. Chime has a pretty cool CMA tool built into it. You can create transactions for transaction management. You can also export transactions to, like, say, SkySlope. I use SkySlope. That's my office. They also have like BrokerMint and a few others that you can use. You can find them on like Facebook, social media, and then of course edit their details. And you can add like as many like family members as you want. Like you just keep adding them, and then you can like unsubscribe them from like, say, like just smart plans, or unsubscribe them from just property alerts or just market reports, or you can leave them subscribed to everything. And yes, of course, you can like their birthday, which we'll talk about that. Like you can send out like automated like messages for birthday. Like there's a lot of really cool stuff here. Next up, for the lead page, we have engagement. So we have a lot of different engagement options. This is basically everything that has to do with the MLS and like real estate. Now we got a few different options here. Now, first up is, and I'm actually going to change this lead real quick because I want to show you a couple more features to a buyer and a seller. And the reason I want to do this is, and we'll show you here in a second, but first up we have property alerts. So if we want to add property alerts, Chime will, first of all, automatically add property alerts similar to their criteria. So if they inquire about a property, like so you bought like a Zillow lead or a Realtor.com lead, or got like a lead from somewhere else where they inquired on a particular property, Chime is going to send them automatically similar properties within a similar price range in a similar area. Now, of course, you can turn that off or you can change that, but that's what Chime just does, and it's really, really freaking cool. Of course, you can add property alerts. There's a ton of like criteria and options and like different like features. And if you don't have this, make sure you email Chime. Sometimes they have to like unlock this. They'll do it for free, but like you just might have to email them. Of course, you can see all the results and like see all the different listings and see like whole list of listings. And then if you click on it, it'll just take you to your website where you can see it. And then when it comes to like sending options, you can name the alert. You can do handpicked listings. You can send a copy to yourself. You can send alerts immediately, or you can just wait for like new listings to come on the market. If there's no new listings available on the market, you can like use like listings that were already available. You could include open house info. You could choose who you want to send it to. So if you don't want to send this alert to maybe the entire family and just like one person or like a couple people, you can customize the subject line. I would recommend just leaving the subject line the way it is because it's really good. Like I have really stupid high open rates, and I'll show you those. Of course, you can change the frequency to like daily, weekly, monthly, instantly, and you can choose like I want it to go out in the mornings or night times or whatever. Like you can change this and do this however you want. I'm going to hit back because I don't want to save it, and that will set up a smart plan. Super cool stuff. Market reports, they're a little bit similar. You set them up the same way. These are for like sellers, like showing them like what properties have sold. Like, so if you want to keep them up to date on like similar properties that have sold within their area, their neighborhood. And oh, by the way, these look like super great. Like these look really good. I know I'm kind of like bouncing all over the place, trying to share as much information as I possibly can, but market reports is like just like similar properties to theirs. Market reports, a totally different tool. I want to pull this up right here. Oh, it's going to send me an example to my email. Let's see if I can pull it up. It's going to create like these beautiful market reports. Now it's going to give you like arrows like going up or down. This is just a test, so it's not going to show that. But like I noticed like on the real ones, it'll show you like listings are up, pendings are down. It'll be like red or green arrows, things like that. And it's like this full market report. It's pretty cool. You can send that out monthly, weekly, whatever you want. Do it for whatever area, location. Pretty cool tool. You have home reports. The home reports is also another really cool tool where you can see like your home's value. And if you were to click on it, it's going to show you everything about your home. It's going to show you like current mortgage information. You can show you like different refinancing options. It's kind of like HomeBot. It is a more basic version of HomeBot if you're familiar with that. Again, a pretty cool tool for like keeping sellers in the loop on their home's value. Really like it. And then of course there's seller reports. Now seller reports are cool for like listings. So if I were to like pull up this listing right here, I could keep sellers up to date on like their home's value, like, or not their home's value, but like how I'm marketing their listing. Like, hey, look, we've had, 476 views. We have 10 potential buyers. We have 10 engaged buyers. Here's some of our marketing activity. And here's a timeline of what I've done, since since we've gone live. So you can keep sellers up to date on like how their home is selling. Pretty cool tool. Up here on the right side, we're gonna see like search criteria and preferences. So like if they engage in certain behavior, we're gonna have like this option to like add these different like features and tools, or not features and tools, but like add these different like search criteria, maybe like different number of bathrooms. And you know, Chime's gonna detect patterns and give you some pretty cool stuff to like work with right there. But this is really important for some other tools I'm gonna show you later. You can like view like match lead or match listings. So like you can like find all the listings at like a quick glance and like quickly auto text them or anything like that. Of course, for like their personal properties or like any properties they're interested in, you could do like, you can create like a home report, you can create like a CMA, either a cloud CMA or like a Chime CMA. You can create a transaction. Pretty cool stuff here. You can see like, oh, your requested a showing here. You can open that up like, hey, you requested a showing. We should probably schedule an appointment for that. And of course, Chime's gonna like notify you and tell you. It's just, this is where you would see it at. Of course, we have our smart plans. We're gonna dive deep into this. These are basically your follow-up text, emails, videos. You could do like a bunch of crazy automation, way more powerful than any CRM I've seen. Way more powerful than like KV Core or Follow Up Boss. It's like, it's pretty intense. And then we have our transaction management where we can see and manage all of our transactions. We can upload documents. And then I'm not going to click on this because we're going to go through the transaction management tool in a little bit, but I want to show you some more advanced automation before we get into that. And then I'm going to change this back to just a buyer lead for the sake of showing you some examples. If you have an AI assistant, I'm going to turn him off for a second. I want to turn him back on. You could turn the AI back on and you can give him a certain objective. Like you could say, hey, I want the AI to continue qualifying the lead. I want the AI to schedule an appointment with the lead. I want the AI to start texting the lead listings that it thinks the lead might be interested in. Again, it's going to use this criteria. So this search preference. So like Chime knows like what they're kind of looking for. And the lead and the AI could text them like, hey, check out this listing, you might like it. Or you can set it just to monitor the lead's behavior. So if like the lead like engages in certain behaviors, maybe looks at a listing like 3 times on your website, the AI might just reach out and just say hi. So really cool tool. Or of course you can just turn it off altogether and just never have to worry about it. And the same thing works with sellers. So if the lead was a seller, again, has a ton of really cool features and tools where the lead's going to do something a little bit similar. Like it's going to have some different things it's going to do. Like it's just going to schedule like a seller, like a listing appointment. And yes, Chime does integrate with your calendar. So like it has a really cool calendar tool. I'll show in a little bit where it will like see if you're available certain days and it will schedule appointments for you on your behalf. Super cool. I actually really love that tool. Now that said, let's go ahead and jump into the smart plans features. Now, smart plans are pretty stupid powerful. They're really awesome. And basically they're the things that drive and power Chime. Pretty incredible things. So I have a lot of smart plans. As you'll see, it's just a lot. They do a lot of different things. They handle a lot of different scenarios, a lot of different lead scenarios. This may seem really overwhelming and complex. I explained in other videos how I use smart plans and how I set them up. It's not nearly as complicated as you think. I found that the more simple you go, the more effective you're going to be. Now, you don't have to make any. Chime has a massive library filled with smart plans, but I prefer to build my own. And just to show you what smart plans look like, you have 2 different options when you're creating one. You can create a standard plan, which is 99% of your plans are going to be standard plans. Or you can do like specific dates, like a close date, like they close on a certain date. Or maybe it's a birth date, or it's a holiday, or it's a custom field. You can make custom fields. But 99% of your plans are going to be standard plans. And Chime is pretty powerful. I really want you to pay close attention because this is where the bread and butter really is. First off, you need to decide who you want your smart plan to be for. Is it buyer, seller, whoever? I'm going to choose just buyer just for the sake of this example. If you're a team leader, you can make a team plan or a personal plan. Doesn't really matter. I'm a team leader, so it's always this is going to be a personal plan for the sake of this video. And then we have something called applicable conditions where we can then automatically turn on the smart plan when the lead meets certain criteria. So like whenever I have a lead, let's say I have a brand new lead and I schedule an appointment with that lead, I'm going to want them to be placed into the appointment set pipeline. And when an appointment is scheduled with them, I want a certain smart plan to trigger. So inside of Chime, I'm going to turn on triggers. So when the lead goes into the appointment set and they're a buyer or whatever, I'm going to trigger a follow-up campaign where it's going to send them a video email of what it's like to be working with me, setting expectations. And of course, you have all the features. Type in like dynamic content. So you can be like, hi, and then insert like their name, like, hi, John, watch this video. And then, you can write your email however you want. You have agent variable content. So like you can add like your signature. You can, hi, again, let's add the like variable. Let's say they're Mr. whatever. Actually, don't do Mr. or Mrs. because you don't know if it's a male or a woman. Of course, you could CC the family if you want. And then you could like embed a video. So like I have a BombBomb video. So maybe I want to like embed this video. I don't know what I'm doing in that video, but I'm going to embed it. You can also embed like YouTube videos. Of course, you have like all like the basic like editing options, features. You can embed photos, upload files if you want to send them like a PDF. You have the HTML code. So if you want to like edit HTML code, you can embed a listing. So if you have like a listing you want to like embed, you can definitely do that. If I just click search, you can embed listings into the email. You could do that if you want. Like you have a lot of options here. That's really, really powerful. Of course, you can create your next step. You have your auto text, your auto emails. And speaking of which, auto text, auto emails, pretty self-explanatory. You can do whatever you want there. You can do manual emails. You can do postcards. Now, this is not like a task reminder to do a postcard. These are the only task reminders. Text, email, call. Postcards is like a real postcard. You can click postcards, and it's going to be $1. Right? You could do first class, it's like $1.50. And they have like postcard packages or letter packages. They're like $1, and you could choose a design. You can upload designs. You could do dynamic content. Like you have a ton of options. Again, you can upload designs. I use these for like my closed listings, so I can send like closed postcards, or like my seller leads. I'll send them like a postcard like once a week, just like, hey, come sell your house with me, right? Like I'll send them, and they're big postcards. They're giant. They're like 11 inches by 6 inches, and they look really nice. I really like them. They're really good postcards. And the same thing with letters. You can do letters. Very, very similar process, very similar design. You have other more advanced integrations like Zapier, where you could do like, you could send a Zapier trigger if you know how to use Zapier. You can do some really powerful stuff. Like I'm working on a plan right now where I can like send them a handwritten note via a Zapier integration that has like a Starbucks gift card in there. Really cool stuff. Like you can really build this out with some crazy automation. You could do like things like turn on the AI. Next one, I want to turn on the AI. Let's schedule a showing with the lead. You can change pipelines. So let's say once our appointment's over, I want it to automatically move the lead into the active clients pipeline. Like you can move them around. You could add tags. You could add a smart plan. Let's say you want to add a different smart plan. Campaign's over. I want to, send them already bought checklist. Don't do that. But like anything you can think of, right? Like attempting contact, like a re-engagement campaign, a lost contact campaign. Like you can start other smart plans. Like the possibilities are literally limitless. Like you can add a property alert. Let's just say like they're a Facebook lead that wanted to download an exclusive list of homes of new builds. Like you can send them up on an automated property alert that is going to send them just new builds. Like you can add a property build alert automatically here and choose the content that you want to send them. You can add checklists. You can do ringless voicemails through Slide Broadcast. So it's not like something you have to pay for. I mean, you have to pay Slide Broadcast, but like you could just pay for what you use. Like it's not like $20 a month. It's just like, I think I spend like $50 a year on ringless voicemails. Because Slide Broadcast is pretty cheap. I just pay for what I use. You have a ton of options. You're going to notice too, you have something called like conditional questions right here. Conditional questions are really freaking cool, is because basically what it says is basically instead of like sending out an email, you could say, hey, I'm going to ask a question. Before this smart plan triggers, I want to ask the question, do they have a property alert already? Are they a first-time home buyer? They favored a listing. They requested like to sell their home. Like they have an email in their name. If the answer is yes, then maybe I want to send an email. But what if the answer is no? Maybe I want to send them a different email, or maybe I want to send them or maybe I want to send them a letter. Like you have literally like infinite options. So you can do like this dynamic content where you can follow up with the lead differently, literally however you want. Additionally, some other great features is the timing of this. Let's just say, like I've had CRMs where that like send out autoresponders in the middle of the night, super annoying. Like when a lead first comes in, because sometimes like people register on my website at like 2 a.m. You can have it set so like when a lead comes in and you want like a automated text or email to go out, like it could be within a certain window of your choice. You can have it wait a certain amount of time and then still be within that certain window.
or you can schedule it for like the next day. And this is for all of them, like even the next one, right? Like you could schedule it to be 20 minutes after, 10 minutes after, an hour after. Like the options are like limitless. Let's say the lead responds, or like you can auto pause the campaign. Let's say you want the campaign to auto pause. Maybe when the pipeline changes, you want it to auto pause. So one thing I do with my leads is I automatically move leads through a lot of the automation, but around these pipelines. I'm rarely like changing their pipeline status. It's based off certain activity that the lead takes that I'll move them around. Let's just say I have a conversation with a lead inside of a CRM. Let's just say a new conversation happens. What's going to do is that's going to trigger the smart plan. So when the lead responds to me, it's going to move their pipeline. So it's going to move them to the hot pipeline. And then what happens is when they're in the hot pipeline, it's going to automatically start a new smart plan called hot general follow-up, where it's going to text them once a week until we nurture. Now I'm going to try and schedule an appointment right away, but if I can't, it's just going to automatically trigger that new plan. And if they move and they get moved out of that plan, let's just say like they're no longer hot and now the CRM thinks they're maybe warm or cold and wants to move them to a different pipeline, I can set the CRM to automatically turn off the smart plan after when the lead moves. So if that sounds really confusing, I'm sorry, I have more videos explaining it. I'm just trying to explain all the features in this smart plan. Like you can really do some crazy advanced automation here that's really, really cool. Now, of course, auto applying leads, like I said, you have infinite options. You can auto apply lead when they're newly created, whenever they meet specific conditions, whenever they engage in certain behaviors. Maybe they save a listing on your website. Maybe they return your website after 7 days or 5 days. Maybe they requested a showing. Like, don't check all these, but like maybe they do one of these things. Actually, you could check all of these. I don't know. Like maybe you want to come up with some really fine-tune automation. I don't know. Like maybe they saved a listing after not being to your website after 320 days. Like you could do whatever you want. You can make some additional conditions, like maybe only apply it to leads that are in a certain pipeline or within a certain group. Like they're only a local home buyer, or maybe they're only an investor. You can do sources, you can do tags, you can do time frames. Maybe their time frames 3 to 6 months, and they're a warm lead. Like you could do whatever you want. Maybe they have a certain lead score. Maybe they have a certain reevaluate score. Maybe the last time you contacted them was I don't know, by maybe it was a welcome email or an auto property alert. And you know what? We haven't touched them in the last 7 days, so maybe we want to follow up with them. Maybe the lead's never been contacted at all, and let's just say you haven't contacted, or maybe not at all, but like you haven't contacted them in 75 days. And you want this smart plan to like trigger and be like, hey, sorry, we lost contact. We don't know what happened there. You still want to buy a house. Like you can come up with literally limitless options when it comes to automating your CRM. And this is just stupid powerful. Like this is stupid powerful. I automate almost my entire follow-up to the point where I cannot even follow up with most of my leads because there's just too much going on. So really powerful tool. Love it. Really check out smart plans. Of course, they go even deeper too if you're going to look at additional options like the reoccurring plans and the close dates and the birthdays. Like you can do some pretty like crazy stuff inside of smart plans. So that's how I do most of my automation. Now we're going to jump into the rest of the tools inside of Chime. There is a ton here. So we're going to just move on to our transaction management here. And we're going to just take a look at our transactions. Now you have all these different transactions. You can look at your listings, you can look at your leases, your purchases, you can look whatever you want. And we can manage our entire transaction. So we can manage all of our financial information. We have all of our appointment dates. We have accounting. We have our contacts, like maybe our escrow, our videographer, documents that we've uploaded. We can see transaction history. We have all these checklist items that you can add, customize these checklists, of course, do whatever you want. Some really cool tools. Again, you can sync this with like your transaction software elsewhere. Of course, you can like click on the lead and it will take you right to the lead right away. Of course, you can see a lot of this is blurred out because I don't want to get in trouble sharing personal information again. Sorry, YouTube. And then, of course, we have our task reminders and our calendar. So we can look at everything through the eyes of our calendar. Now, we could see literally whatever I want. So we can hide if I want to. I want to hide like maybe my tasks. Or no, I want to show my transaction dates. I want to see my scheduled meetings. You can see like social media posts, holidays, You can show whatever you want. So I know some people are asking, like, can you hide like your daily tasks? I need to call these 10 people. If you want to hide those, you can. Of course, you can see it on the list view if you just want to see, here's everything I need to do today. And again, you can do it like this month, today, anything that's overdue. Yes, I have a bunch of overdue, bite me. And of course, you can organize it by, you can organize it however you want. So I just want to do all the call tasks, just all the email tasks. And just for my hot leads, like you can organize this and filter this out however you want. Of course, you can add new tasks, add new appointments. The calendar view, you can do it by day, month. I like to do it by week. That's just my personal preference. Just I want to see everything. It also integrates pretty well with Calendly. So if you want to use Calendly, you definitely can. It will integrate well with that. They also have their own version of Calendly that they use, where you can set your working hours, where it's going to send, where it's going to use. This is where your settings is for like scheduling appointments. So you're like scheduling appointments with like different leads, or the AI is going to be scheduling appointments. You also have like calendar on your website where people can like schedule appointments with you. That's where this is. And again, you have your link. You can change your link, copy your link, whatever, change all your settings, all your availability, sync different calendars so you don't have like double bookings or triple bookings. Really cool tool. Moving on, we have our MLS feature now. There's a lot here that we're going to unpack. First up, we have our listings. We can manage our listings. If I were to just pull up this listing right here, we have a ton of tools. Now, first off, Chime's going to create some automated promotional pages. These are really cool pages. Of course, you have your own website, but here's like a bunch of photos. You could do like a virtual tour. It's going to import everything. I have like my videos here. I have my virtual tours. You have a ton of photos and you can see all of them. And this looks beautiful on mobile, by the way. And you could do, there's different templates. Like you can choose different templates. Contact me. And then I have it set so like after like, I think it's 45 seconds, a pop-up's going to pop up and ask. It's going to ask, it's not going to force me. It's going to ask if I want to schedule a showing. See, there it is. Of course, I can click away. Really cool stuff. You have Social Studios. Social Studios is super, super cool because what Chime is going to do, it's going to do automatic posting. So it's going to post to all your social media automatically on your behalf. So like when the listing comes on, it's going to auto post. When the listing goes pending, it's going to auto post. When there's open houses, it's going to auto post. One of these is a open house. Which one was it? This one? I don't know, but you can see like how many leads clicked on it. I don't know why all this is glitched. That should be showing data, but like you have all your automated posting, so it's going to automatically post on your behalf, which is pretty cool. You have a design center, so if you like use like Canva, you can like auto create like postcards, flyers, different things like that. You have a promotional page where you talk about that. We have a promotional ads. So if you want to create like automated ads, again, it's kind of like the Social Studios where it's going to create automated posts, it's listed posts, just sold posts, just pending, price reduced posts, and it's going to generate ads or generate leads. So you see like I spent $88 so far. I'm spending roughly $8.8, gotten 10 engaged leads, and the AI is working those leads, scheduling appointments for me, of course. That's why I wanted it. We have our open house forms. You can make really beautiful like open house forms, really cool. Force people to sign in, really good stuff. You have your text codes, things like that. You have your seller reports again, so they're getting updated reports on marketing efforts we have. And then of course we can see any buyers. We have our listing activity. So if we want to look at any listing activity, we can of course text all these buyers if we want. We can make an offer link. So if we want to get offers to a specific link, we can. So you can force realtors to send you offers. I don't use that tool, but you definitely can. I should try to use it sometime. I just never have. Lots of really cool stuff with the listing management. Of course, then you can see your listings, you can see your team listings, you can see all listings in the MLS. You can sort and organize all these listings, basically the exact same on the MLS. I don't know why this is acting so slow. Chime is usually really stupid fast. There should be a map right here. Whenever it's slow. But you're going to notice if I were to go to New Whatcom County listings, you're going to see like I have all these listings. There should be a map. I don't know why it's not showing. But you're going to notice like this house has 62 match leads. Remember that search criteria from before where all Chime tags all the leads? That's for this. So if I want to, I could click this, click on this house, and I can select all these leads and I could text them all this listing. Hey, Katie, or it's going to autofill all their information, right? Hey, you're going to want to check out this property. check it out, just get on the market of the day. Whatever you want. A great way to re-engage a bunch of leads. Really cool tool. And of course, you could select like 5 houses you want, and you can see like all the match leads for just those like 2 houses. So let's just say 2 similar homes came on the market. You could say, hey, matches all these leads. I want to send it to leads. Or you can create a custom list of leads. Like, it's a pretty cool tool. I really like it. Really cool. And of course, if you allow pocket listings in your state, my state doesn't, you can add pocket listings. So if you want to off-market listings, you can definitely do that. Next up, we have our campaign section. There's a lot here. So first off, another way to access your smart plans, if you want to access them, edit them, we have our AI assistant. So if you use the AI, I get the AI for free. Again, if you click that discount link, it will show you how to get the AI for free. It's pretty cheap. It's like $40 a month. So if you were to get it, it's pretty cheap AI. You can name the AI whatever you want, track your progress, see how well the AI is doing. You can see it's responsible for at least 1 closed transaction. And this is for the last 30 days. You can have it pop up on your website, pops up on the website. Then you have all these different like variables and options for like, you want to schedule appointments, yes or no, when when the lead saves a search, or when lead views a listing. Like you can like really customize when you want the lead to engage leads and when you don't want the lead. You can turn it off for certain hours, leave it on, whatever you want. Auto property alerts, if you're gonna have leads be automatically added to automated property alerts like me, I do it for all my pipelines except a few. And then you could change some of the settings, like what kind of leads do you want them to send out, like search criteria, of course, same as inquired city. And then have it go out 24 hours after they register. Home reports, same thing. If you want to do home reports, you can do that. You can do buyer lead generation or seller lead generation. You could do direct mail, automated farming, things like that. I used to buy a lot of their leads. I did a lot of testing. My average lead spend was about $8 a lead. And this is for Google PPC and Facebook dynamic leads. The dynamic leads are really cool. I wish I could show you. I don't do them anymore. I just don't. I have too many leads. I don't know what to do with. They came out their new seller lead gen 2.0. I don't know what that means, but apparently it's better. So whatever. Listing promotions. Again, if you want to promote all your listings, you can definitely do that. Really cool way. Click the lead, click to edit the lead, and send out, create those automated listing promotions for your leads. Or no, create automated, I'm sorry, it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm really tired. Create automated ads for your leads. Really cool CMA tool. If you want to use it, I get this for free, although I think it is like an extra $20. I'm not really sure. But you can make these CMA reports. You can design them, customize them however you want. Pretty cool. Actually, no, you can't fully customize them, but you can customize them a reasonable amount. Do your full CMA thing, show them leads, and connects to your website. See all the property data like that. It's not the best thing in the world. I do the cloud CMA a little bit more. The cool tool, I don't know where it is. It was here where I could show, oh yeah, it shows their value. It shows them like potential like leads or like potential like offers. So it's like, hey, this is how many leads we have in our database. This is how many people are looking within the price range. Here's people looking to buy in your price range. And then here are people like your price range in your city, like that would meet your criteria. So we have 3 potential buyers in our CRM. Cool tool. It teases them with like their contact info. Hey, we have no clients. Our marketing action plan, and then the lead can tell us what they want to do. So if they look at this, they can be like, hey, I want to meet with an agent. I want to learn more. I want to get started, or do nothing. So, and of course you can trigger like automated appointments, like schedule an appointment with us, or you can just call them, do whatever you want. And there's some cool tools with the CMA feature. I personally use Cloud CMA because I think it's a little bit better, but that's just me. The design center, you can do like business cards, letters, literally anything you can think of. You have your branding kit, so you can make all your own branding, upload your own designs, a video library, part of their like video stuff they got going on. Of course, I forgot to mention they have their direct mail. I have part of my smart plans going out, and I have postcards going out on smart plans. You can do recurring plans. So if you want to do automated farming, yes, they have like the text code options or like the QR codes. Pretty cool stuff. Landing pages, you can now, I'll show you the whole website editor soon. But we have all the landing pages. Possibly think you can make landing pages. Literally, like your options are limited. Single property, capture leads, guides, like tours. You do sharing, like here's like your Calendly, like book whatever, like booking page, blank page, like your options are limitless. Social Studios, this is a pretty cool social media marketing tool where you can create posts and have them automatically post to your website. Now, you can do it for like a listing of yours if you want. So like one of my listings. And what you can do is you can turn on like automatic posting. So auto post when like these things happen. If there's an open house, it's going to automatically post. If it goes under contract, it's going to automatically make a post. And you can, of course, you can change out like all these like images and like the links and all the wording. And maybe I don't want it to go to Instagram or Twitter. I just want to go to Facebook and LinkedIn. You can change out everything. You can schedule it. You can turn on automated posting. Like you could do whatever you want. Like I turn on the social auto posting. You could see like I change all the ad copy for like each individual post. So if I reduce the price, like this ad, when we have an offer accepted, I have this like post, and then you can turn it off. So if you want to turn them off, and yes, you can turn them on for teams too. So if you have a team, you can send out all your team listings. Just a lot of really cool stuff. And then of course they have a suggested feature. So if you want, we suggest that you make these posts. I don't know why it's showing me the same list again and again. Or why? We're shuffle this. It's hey, send out. You're doing an open house, so do an open house one. You're doing maybe you should suggest like a neighborhood block or a blog post. Like it like gives like suggested posts. I don't know why it's not giving me any good ones right now. Sometimes they're crap. But you could post like your blog. Like I do a lot of blogging. I love blogging. You can auto post someone else's listing or like a landing page, or you can create just a custom post. Like you can do whatever you want. So this is a really cool social media post. They are adding videos and other stuff like that. I do know that. I just don't know when. And of course, we have our open house forms where you can create custom open house forms for really fast, really easy, as well as our text codes feature. And no, these do not cost extra or anything like that. Sorry, I'm losing my voice and my steam. It's tired. I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. Go to our Workspace app. Workspace is basically literally all your communications. So you can see all your calls, all your texts, all your emails. You could see all the conversations you have with people, and you could just go through, make sure your red bubbles are checked and everything looks good. I'm going to have to blur a lot of this stuff out, so I don't want to hang out too long. And then you can also text if you want as the AI or as a real person. Like you could do whatever you want. You can do like, yes, you can do like videos and images inside your text messages, stuff like that. I'm going to click away because less stuff to blur out, I guess. And then after that, we have our website editor. Now the website editor, it's pretty advanced. It's not as advanced as like WordPress, but you have a ton of options. First up, we got some analytics. So you can see like, look, we got a lot of traffic last few days. We have a pretty robust editor. You can edit all the pages, literally however you want. Really cool like neighborhood tools. So you can see like neighborhoods, like it will like auto create like neighborhoods, property details, things like that. If you like hood stuff, I think they're pretty slick. You can customize all the blocks. So like we have Chime uses like a block feature. So like you can block out everything. If you have all these different agent blocks, you have all these different banner blocks. And by the way, the default sites that come in the box are pretty cool. Like they have some really cool templates. A lot of the customization features we won't be able to get to because there's just so much. You got blogs, you got different calculators, you got like affordability calculators. You got how much does the house cost calculators. We got calendar links. If you got contact info, different content, you got calls to actions, you want to do custom embeds, you got featured areas, you got different forms, like different lead forms, you got galleries, image galleries, you got guides, you got hero, which is I guess the landing page, home evaluations, and yes, they will connect to like the auto reports if you want to send them like automated reports every month. Gosh, there's just so many like different like features. You could do different partners, you could do like market trends, you could do quick search, you could do reviews. You do like social media feeds, you could do teams, you could do like your vendors, you could do like videos and virtual tours and everything. And there's a ton of features when it comes to organizing like how you want listings to display on your website. They got a decent blog feature if you want to make blogs. Great way to generate leads, by the way. I really like blogging. Widgets if you want to embed your website, like listings on other websites. There's a lot of settings. You have a billion settings when it comes to like lead capture. Now, I've changed my mind a few times on lead capture. I think like the best thing to do is a pop-up just on the property detail page. And on the property detail page, I do it after 5 page views, and I allow people to close it. You do whatever you want. You I used to never do any registration trigger, but my leads, I've been getting a lot more leads since I've done it this way. You can change all the messaging, you can change all the questions. I have added a lot of custom questions, like, do you currently live in the state? Because I get a lot of people that live out of Washington State, would you like to speak with a realtor? I think this is a really powerful question because sometimes people say yes, maybe 10%, but like those are people I'm going to call right away, whereas I'm going to let automation handle the rest. Lots of different like integration, like Google Pixel, things like that. Change your domain, custom domains, anything like that. Team infos, you can add like lenders, different vendors, like you got a ton. You could do like different school data, listing settings, like you got a ton of options. Like it's absolutely crazy. The website's pretty cool, a ton of editing options. And I don't know if you've seen my website, it's a pretty good looking website and it works really well on mobile. Of course, I got Amy, my assistant, and she's gonna try and talk to people and schedule appointments for me. I got these big videos. I don't know why it's so slow. I swear this website's way faster in real life. We've got our calendar. It's just been slow lately. I don't know why. Normally it's stupid fast. I think the photos I've been adding are way too big. So like I've been adding like these really big, like high resolution photos, and I think that's slowing down my website. I read that somewhere. I do get a lot of traffic. Amy's trying really hard to like qualify me. So I want to buy. She's gonna for a second. Yeah, look, she's typing. There's a lot here. You can register, create an account, search for homes, and the home search tool it's pretty nice. I think it looks pretty good. There's a ton of templates. This is the template I chose, but you could choose whatever template you want. It works really well on mobile. They can request a tour. Photos look good. Report stuff. They can click to expand. You got calculators, portability calculators, trends. And of course, you can customize these pages however you want. I put all my reviews right underneath it just because I don't know. Thought I should. I don't know if it helps or not, but I do. Click on bigger images to make them look bigger. I get a lot of appointments. I get a lot of appointments through my website. So Chime's website's pretty robust in my opinion. Next up is we have our activity monitor. Now this is a really cool place to look at people's activity on your website. So you could just basically see all the activity. Over here under the workspace office, this is where you see all the texts and emails and stuff. Here is where you see everyone's activity on your website. So Eric, he opened up some listings he opened up some emails. Jennifer's viewed this property, this vacant land, and here's all the photos she looked at. Jennifer did some searches. Rochelle is looking at this property. They opened alert, and you can organize this, like what kind of activity. Maybe they just opened emails. Maybe they are looking to sell, and you can see like Jennifer, like 20 listings right here on the right. There's a ton of stuff. Pamela Floyd, she's looked at 153 listings, opened 73 emails, saved 5 houses. Like I should probably follow up with her. So just to see what's going on and following up with people, this is a great tool that you can use. And of course, all these are hyperlinked to go to their profile page, right, and follow up with them. So a ton of really cool stuff. We have our activity monitor here, where you can just track activity, so like call activity, email activity. You could see if I were to like email accountability. Oh, I don't know why it's thinking. Never had that before. But you could see I have a 39.9% open rate and a 3.68 reply rate. Like these are stupid high. If you know anything about email performance, this is like exceptionally good. This is really good. And then you can see like lifetime. Yeah, I've had a lot of people unsubscribe. I've had probably way too many bounces, but Chime will auto unsubscribe those people. They bounce too many times. That hurts your email reputation. Chime takes very good care and watches very closely their email reputation. It's very important to them. It's how they're able to stay out of the spam box. So Chime's very sensitive towards that. But in return, I've seen stupid high open rates and stupid high reply rates. So I love it. Very good stuff here. Of course, you can see like your business summary. You can see how well you've done. CI, last 30 days. You do it by agent. If you have multiple agents, you have your lead sources. If you want to see what lead sources are best. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about that. Site traffic, if you want to view your site traffic. You can see how well your website's doing. My visitors are down for the month. That's sad. You can see I get most of my visitors on a Wednesday at 2 p.m. is when I'm like most busiest. But you can see like visitor activity throughout the day and what day of the week, where you're getting a lot of your views from. It's usually listing detail pages. I get a lot of organic search. There's a lot of data here. And of course, settings. You got like all the settings in the world. You could change your email signature. You can go on vacation mode. Like you can change your like automated sending email if you want to do like multiple different emails. Switch to vacation mode, add additional emails, notifications, like all the different notification features. You have your lenders, you have different agents, and you can do like cost sharing with a lender if you want to. You can add multiple agents, different vendor partners, a billion, like the most advanced like lead routing rules you can think of. Like it does a lot with lead routing. If you have any questions, let me know. Property alerts, we already went over that a little bit. Our lead pawn, if you have a lead pawn, if you have a team, you want to put all your leads to one pawn. Tags, custom fields, sources, integrations. It integrates basically everything. Lots of integrations. There's more than they have right there, actually. I don't know why they don't show them all there. All your lead source integrations. It has deep integration with Zillow and stuff like that. The AI assistant, we talked about that already. Reporting, if you want reports, I don't really care about that. Lead import, export. Transaction templates, if you want to make custom templates. So, like I make these templates for like my transaction. This is what I need to do on a daily basis, or for not for a daily basis, but like here's all the stuff my assistant does when I'm creating transactions. They have like deeper to-do lists on each one, so like they know, hey, add the video to the Google Shared Drive, add the video to the whatever, different things, and then there's different transaction stages. So stage 2, when the listing's active, here's new checklist items. You know, just a ton of stuff. You have email templates. So you got your email templates. You have teamed email templates. You have your automated emails. So if you want to change like your listing, like your property alerts, I've changed my property alert. Now this is not what it's going to show. You're gonna have all the listings below it, but like this is the first thing people see. And just changing my text to this, by the way, has let me know if you want to see it or have any questions. Let me know. It has got me a lot more like showing requests and stuff. Chime has double opt-in if you want to do that to make sure you have really good emails. You can see like what email templates are doing the best. Look, some of these are having like 100% open rate or 99% open rate. This one did terrible, so I'm not going to use it again. This one has a 93% open rate. You could see like which emails are doing best. There's a lot of features here, of course. Same thing with text templates, all features. You have your manage your dialers, so you can have multiple dialers, multiple text plans, and all plans. They have a triple line dialer. If you want to do that, you could do a company number. If you want to do like a company number, you can definitely do that. There's a lot of really cool stuff. And then of course they have some add-ons here, which is mostly for the add-ons. It's just like generation stuff. Social Studio Pro, you gotta pay for that. That's more advanced auto posting. You do have some basic auto posting for free, but like more advanced stuff. CMAs, additional websites if you want. If you have like multiple agents on your team, the AI package, there's some paid stuff here. Again, more integrations. So like here's all your integrations. You can integrate with like virtual assistants, integrate with Zapier. I don't know what that is integrately. I'm curious about that one. API Nation, Mailbox Power.
So if you like videos like this and you want me to make more videos about how I use Chime to automate my business and save more time and money, then let me know down in the comments. I would love to make more of these for you. They're a lot of fun. I really do like showing you what I'm doing and how I'm saving time, because I'd love to save you more time and energy as well. Because let's be real, we're busy and I would rather be selling houses and not chasing after clients all day. With that said, if you're thinking about getting Chime and you don't already own Chime, I do have a discount link down for you in the description. And with that said, also if you're thinking about switching brokerages, if you join Real Broker, you do get Chime for $25. Normally it's a lot more expensive. I think it's between $200 and $500 depending on the package that you get. But if you join Real Broker, you actually only get it for $25 and you only have a $12,000 cap. You get free stock options. There are no monthly fees. It's a really great place to work. So if you're thinking about joining Chime or switching brokers, please feel free to reach out. I got some links down below, whether you just want to sign up and get going, or if you want to talk to me further, I'm always happy to help. You can send me an email. You can schedule a Zoom meeting with me. Just let me know what works best for you. I'm always happy to connect with you if I'm available. There is a Calendly link down below. So if you want to schedule some time to talk with me about Chime or Real Broker or anything like that, I'm always happy to do so. But with that said, again, my name is Tommy Muchler. I'm the Lazy Agent, and I will see you in the next one.